right, welcome to Market Day Report. I'm Scott Shellady, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. I've been waiting in the wings. Wanted to come talk to you all first thing this morning, but had to give that honor to Marlon. He did a great job. All right. Well, what's there to say except to get right after it and take a look at what these prices are doing. Let's see what's happening in that corn board. Let's bring up corn real quick. Corn looks to be a little bit better here. Actually, a lot bit better, but it's really kind of slid off here. March, the front month, 12 3/4 cents higher, 696.5. We had a high of 718 3/4. And 718 3/4 was 35 cents higher in the day. That was limit up. But I can tell you, I had reports that through the options markets, synthetically, we were trading around 722 to 723. So we've had about a 24, 25 cent back off here in that March contract. 13 cents higher in May, 694 1/4 was last. All right, I bet you want to know what's going on in beans. Really not as much, really. 8 3/4 cents lower, blow off top here, looks like. 1666 1/4 is last. We had a high of 1765. May is down 14 1/4. Still pretty volatile. Look at the way these prices are jumping. 1656 3/4. I mean, we were almost, I think I saw an 80 cents higher on the day at some point. So this could almost be a dollar turnaround here. Well, that's pretty substantial. All right, what's happening in wheat? Wheat's going to be one that's kind of in the crosshairs of what's happening over in Eastern Europe. March is up 50 cents limit. May's up 50 cents limit for 926 and 934 3/4 each. It kind of comes off as you go out as time goes on, and that's in the expectation that maybe something kind of resolves itself out there. But that's Chicago wheat still pinned at limit. Let's see what the hard red wheat in Kansas City looks like. That's come off a little bit here. March is 48 1/4 cents higher, 961 3/4. May is up 46.5 cents to 964 1/2. And spring wheat, let's take a look at what happened in that spring wheat. We're up 42 3/4 cents in that front month March. High of $11 there. Look at that. And then we've got 25 3/4 cents higher in that May at 1028 1/2. Quick look at cotton. Let's see what that looks like. Cotton is up 128 points to 123.68, so not bad. All right, let's bring in Jim Warren from CHS. Jim, thanks for waiting in the wings. My mouth's dry from talking so much there, so I'm going to give it over to you. But what are your thoughts today?
Yeah, kind of the same situation here. A lot of phone calls on these active markets. Well, to me, of course, the big story is Russia invading Ukraine. So the question becomes, where do we go from here? Is tensions escalate, or have we already seen the knee-jerk reaction higher and things start to calm down a little? The market seems to be acting that way right now with, like you said, beans. What are they? Around $1 off their high. So that's my take on it right now. Outlook for them, I think, is just very secondary on the numbers they gave out this morning, which to me looked slightly bearish on the beans and slightly positive on the corn.
And we also had a GDP number that came out, too, that's saying that the economy is doing pretty well at a 7.2% rate of growth. Not bad. They were expecting 6.9%, but you're right. That got kind of lost in the weeds per se. And I think your best question is how you let off. I mean, where to from here? I guess if you're a producer, you really need to embrace the options market. And a lot of guys did already, and that's how you got to sell some of these things, say in corn and wheat, over the limit this morning when they use the synthetics, when they trade the future synthetically. I think this is going to be the year for the option. What do you think?
Well, I totally agree. I think it's going to be a while, and this is just the start of it. And I like doing minimum price strategies for my guys. And there's some good over-the-counter contracts out there too, if they're available to guys.
Yeah, I mean that's something that they're going to all have to embrace. And you know what? There's still time. You might have missed this one, around, but there are going to be some opportunities still. And I think that I'd like to take the mindset of the opportunist rather than the ostrich, if you get my drift. I mean, it's time to get in the driver's seat and see what you can do, because these, even though things are very volatile, it screams opportunity.
I think, especially on old crop, scale-up selling, when you get a huge pop like this, take a little risk off there and take advantage of those price rises.
Nobody went broke taking a profit, right, Jim? All right. Thanks very much. Right. It's Jim Warren from CHS. Thank you very much for being on the show. We're going to go away, pay some bills, take a quick break, and we'll be right back to talk livestock with me after these messages.